Daily Tech News with Alan Smithson.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Daily Tech News. I'm Alan Smithson. Today is Tuesday, June 4th, and there's a lot to cover today. The first thing is that the new Grok, spelled with a Q, not with a K, Grok book generator. This thing can generate a book in literally seconds. So let's check it out. All right, over to Grok. This is a blog post that I found through my friend Doug Huhulin. Thanks, Doug. Generate an ebook in minutes with Groqbook. So basically, there's instructions here. There's Canva. There's all these things here. But the real one is here. How to generate an ebook in less than 15 minutes. So you just follow the instructions here. But rather than talk about it, why don't we just do it? But before I do that, every 12 months, we produce 8 million new songs, 2 million new books, 16,000 new films, 30 billion blog posts, 822 billion tweets, and 400,000 new products. With little effort today, hardly more than a flick of a wrist, an average person can summon the library of everything. And that's Kevin Kelly. If you haven't followed up with Kevin Kelly, he's a prolific technology writer. And so if we have all of this creativity, let's do this. Let's make a book. So this is Groqbook. You have to sign up for Grok, get an API key. I dropped it in there. So let's write a book on the exponential growth of technology and its impact on society. Let's give it a whirl. Generate. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so what you'll notice is it's generating this book. So here's Chapter 1, Accelerating Pace of Technological Progress, the accelerating pace, understanding concepts, but it actually is creating the book faster than I can scroll it. It's unbelievable. So they talk, Chapter 13, Strategies for Thriving in an Exponentially Growing World. Like, it is literally making a book. Now, of course, it may not be great. You'll have to go in and edit it, but I mean, the fact that it is able to do this in faster than I can scroll the page is pretty incredible. So I'll leave you with that. That's how to create a book in a few seconds using Groqbook. And I wish you all the best with that. Okay, X, formerly known as Twitter, has tweaked the rules slightly to allow for porn. And so the internet has been home to all kinds of content for a long time. So it's no surprise when people started tweeting porn at each other on X. It's interesting because this is what they said. We believe that users should be able to create, distribute, and consume material related to sexual themes as long as it's consensually produced and distributed. Sexual expression, visual or written, can be a legitimate form of artistic expression. And I don't disagree with that, but it says here, we believe in the autonomy of adults to engage with and create content that reflects their own beliefs, desires, and experiences, including those related to sexuality. We balance this freedom by restricting exposure to adult content for children or adult users who choose not to see it. And so, the rules are changing on X. Over on X as well, Google DeepMind introduced a new model, VEO, that can take single images and make them into videos. So you prompt the image, and then look at that. Wow, that is so cool. It's just, look, that photo, it took a photo and turned it into a video. It took this photo and turned it into a video. I mean, it looks not perfect yet, but wow. This is incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. Okay. Tribeca, in the whole kind of theme of AI-generated video, Tribeca Film Festival is allowing now an AI-generated short films section created on OpenAI's Sora. So that'll be very interesting to see where the future of AI and video making and Hollywood falls. Over to Perplexity AI, they've got a new feature that will turn your searches into shareable pages. Basically, if you've not tried Perplexity.ai, it's kind of like a supercharged Google mixed with ChatGPT. So you can literally put in what you want and it will give you answers. But the cool thing about it doesn't lie, and it gives you answers based on facts, and it gives you the citing and everything. So now it'll actually create a page for you based on that. And here is a video explaining that. Turn that thing down. If you wanted to make a web page, Wow. So that's new from Perplexity, and today has been it's a crazy day. So this is no surprise. Meta, formerly known as Facebook, is using your posts across Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram to train its AI. And of course, they don't make it easy to opt out. There's whole instructions here on how to opt out of that. You can go down there and do that. But I just want to make sure that you know that Meta is using your data to train their AI, which I don't have a problem with, because if the services get better and better, I love it. Okay, we'll leave it at that. I'll put the links in the chat as always. Okay, this is onto science. So this is a patch that monitors pulse and blood pressure, but it also powers itself by harvesting energy. This is truly incredible stuff here. It says scientists at Osaka University in cooperation with Jonem Research have introduced wireless health monitoring patches that use embedded piezoelectric nanogenerators to power themselves with harvested biomechanical energy. This work may lead to new autonomous health sensors as well as battery-less wearable electronic devices. This is, I can't state how impactful this would be if we don't have to power stuff. You can just stick a patch on, it can, your doctor can monitor it, you can monitor it through your health apps. Very interesting stuff. And there's more with batteries. A new all-liquid iron flow battery is better for energy storage, and they're using this new battery here. It says here, the researchers reported in Nature that their iron-based battery exhibited remarkable cycling stability over 1,000 consecutive charging cycles, while maintaining 98.7% of its maximum capacity, which is, if you ever have an old cell phone, you know that doesn't happen. For comparison, previous studies showed similar iron-based batteries reported a degradation in the charge capacity 2 orders of magnitude higher over fewer charging cycles. So this would basically mean your batteries can now be recharged more and more and more without losing their amazing ability to hold a charge. Okay, this is, again, battery technology. The UK has introduced the first intercity battery train. This is neat. Look at this. There's a train that says here, in the latest move towards a more sustainable future, the UK has launched its first intercity battery train trial. The project, led by Hitachi Rail, aims to reduce emissions and fuel costs while paving the way for a greener, more energy-efficient railway. The trial is collaborative between rolling stock company Angel Trains and TransPennine Express, US-based tech company Turntide Technologies, and Hitachi Rail. They've retrofitted an Express Nova 1 class train with a state-of-the-art battery system that produces a power of over 700 kilowatts. And if we can run trains by battery, I'm pretty sure we can run planes by battery. And so this is great news for clean energy. And now all we have to do is charge the batteries using clean energy. This is interesting. I find this not shocking, but pretty crazy. Sam Altman admits that OpenAI doesn't actually understand how its AI works. We've certainly not solved interpretability. So what does that mean? I don't really know. What do you mean you don't understand how it works? It says here, model explanation and interpretability techniques can improve researchers and developers' understanding of how general purpose AI systems operate, but this research is nascent. So wait a second. You made a technology, you don't know how it works, you fired your ethics team, or they all left, and now you want to just keep growing this? It seems a little sus to me. Anyway, why don't you put your comments in the YouTube channel or in the comments below and let me know what your thoughts are on the fact that OpenAI doesn't really know what's going on with their own algorithms. Okay, this is a cool job that's being offered now. I never thought this would be a thing, but you get paid to work at IKEA in Roblox. So you're going to be an avatar, and you're going to be there to answer. Now, and I've been saying this to retailers, we build virtual retail solutions. And the interesting thing is they always want to put an avatar in there, but they don't want to have a human puppet it. And I'm like, well, would you put somebody in your stores, in your physical stores, that, would you open a store with no employees there? Would you have nobody helping your customers? So I love this idea of IKEA stepping up, having people help real people as avatars in the virtual world. This is a really incredible opportunity, but also a great idea. So you can be the coworker at IKEA and Roblox. That's really neat stuff. Okay. Shape-shifting ultrasound stickers to monitor post-surgical complications. When attached to an organ, the sticker changes shape in response to the body's changing pH levels, which can serve as early warning sign for complications such as Anastomic leaks. This is really neat stuff. They put it like literally right inside your body, and it's detecting a pH from within the body. And I just thought that was really cool and could save lots of lives. Okay, this is interesting. And I think we're very early days on this because the video is a little bit janky, but they're using robots to do QA and QC on final production models of cars in China. So check out the video here. So this robot comes and it's using first of all, it's using the cameras on it to install this emblem and do kind of the final step things. But what it's also doing is it's doing a mobile inspection of the car. I love how its hand just goes backwards. But the idea here is that humans used to do this job. This used to be kind of one of the last bastion jobs of humans in a car factory. And you see some people there, so it's probably not 100% robots, but they're training robots now to do the final inspection. And I thought that was something that we should share. Okay, this is an exclusive. AI isn't a daily habit yet for teens and young adults. You know, we think, especially us tech nerds here, we're like, oh, everybody's in AI, everybody's using it. But check this out. The frequency of generative AI use among young people, almost daily or every day, 4%. Only 4% are using this daily. Once or twice a week, 11%. But this is the interesting, never used an AI tool. 41% of young people aged 14 to 22 out of 1,200 people said they've never used AI tools. So we're still very, very early days, but we'll see. It's interesting. The technology is moving faster than society, but yeah, it's 41% have never used it. And 8% said they don't even know what it is. So yeah, I thought that was really, really interesting. Okay, speaking of AI, Amazon's AI has a private investigator flags, and what it does is it looks for damaged products to improve the customer service and preventing waste. And the idea here, and let me scroll down here, the idea is that they're using a computer vision algorithm to look for anomalies in packages, and if something's spilled or if something's broken, they can identify this, take it out of that. And so it doesn't, how you get something shipped and it's broken or it's leaking or something like this. It only happens really, really once in a while, but that's only once in a while to you. It probably happens all the time for Amazon. So it's really great that they're able to do that. And I thought that was a really cool use of computer vision and AI. This is neat. 2024 GitHub Accelerator. Meet the 11 projects shaping the open source AI community. All right, so let's look into it here. The cohort here, it says these projects and developers and companies represent the bedrock for innovation where open source AI leads the way. So you've got Unsloth. It says here, their goal is to make custom AI models more accessible. Unsloth fine-tunes open source models 2 to 5 times faster with 70% less memory. That's really great. Giscard, testing platform for AI models bringing transparency and accountability. Interesting. A-Frame, it's kind of old, making AR and VR digital world creation accessible. A-Frame is a little meh, but it's anyway, they're a part of this GitHub thing. Nav2, the home of robotics navigation. Open Web, I'll put the link in there. You can go through the 2024 GitHub Accelerator, and that's really top-notch stuff. Okay, last thing on the list today. Somebody, now obviously this is just for demonstration purposes, but they've got 3 instances of ChatGPT 4.0, and they're trying to come to a conclusion. There's a lawyer for a company, a lawyer for Eurovision, and then a lawyer for, or then the judge. So check it out. I won't play the whole thing today, but you can check it out, and I think you should watch the whole thing. It is actually quite interesting.
Please act as the lawyer for Joost Klein and make your case in under 1 minute.
Your Honor, I represent Joost Klein, requesting reconsideration of his disqualification from Eurovision. The decision is excessively harsh for an isolated incident under high stress. Joost has shown genuine remorse and is willing to take corrective actions. This disqualification unfairly impacts his team and supporters who have invested significantly. Additionally, Joost was not afforded a fair chance to present mitigating circumstances violating due process. We ask that the disqualification be overturned in favor of more appropriate measures, such as fines or probation. Thank you.
Your Honor, while we understand the stress Mr. Klein faced, his actions were a serious breach of the Eurovision Code of Conduct, which is crucial for ensuring a safe environment.
All right, I'll stop it there. What do you think was the judgment in that case? I'll put the links in the comments below. Thank you so much. This has been Daily Tech News with Alan Smithson, and I wish you a wonderful day today. Have a great one. And yeah, go write a book on Grok. Why not? Cheers.